Hi all, or should I say good evening. Back in the mobile office at the moment, the car. Um, I've been stuck at home most of this week, so not been very well. Bit of relapse going on, and all of the symptoms of a COVID thing. But been testing, and it's been negative all week. So I've tested 4 times this week, 5 times, and everyone has been negative. Had to go to the hospital on Tuesday after speaking to them about my symptoms, if they were happy for me to go in, which they were. Had to go in for bloods for the Abagio, which is I don't know, it's a quite a nice experience really. The phlebotomist, Hannah, she's an absolute angel. She hits the spot every time, gets blood out of me every time. So fair play to the girl. She's also the caring type that is interested in you and has also picked up a few infections and things like that. And she was the one who referred me to urology. I think I mentioned that in a previous video. But yeah, I've been stuck at home this week rather. Went there for my bloods, and I've been to the dentist today for an MOT of the mouth. That's the only 2 times I've been out. So I thought, insert rude word here, I'm going out for a quick drive. The car's got 3/4 of a charge in it, so here we are on the 4174. For those who know it, I'm sat on the ring road in a lay-by at what time is it? 10 to 10 in the evening, and I've been to the local takeout and bought myself a coffee, which I'm sat drinking. Well, I would do if I could flip the lid off. So let me just lift that off. There we go. So yeah, sat here with a beverage, which is incredibly hot. The well-known takeaway place does a very good latte. You can probably tell from the colour of the cup the brand of the coffee, but very nice. I was meant to go to the radio club tonight, but because I've not been very well and an awful lot of our members are quite old, I thought if I'm carrying anything, I don't want to spread it on. I didn't go to the radio club tonight because most of our members are quite old, and if I have got anything, cold or cough or even COVID, I don't want to spread it around. I did wear a face mask to the phlebotomist and also the dentist today. I've kind of kept myself away from everybody, as the lady I work with is on holiday at the moment. She went abroad yesterday, and basically this week I've had instructions, if I go to the office and give her anything in the way of shape colds, coughs or anything like that, she would kill me. So I spoke to my manager, who said yeah, I can work from home. So that's what I've done this week. I've got to go into the office on Monday. I've got HP coming out to service a couple of our clients' laptops, so I've got to be there. I think there's only 2 of us in on Monday anyway, so I've got to be there. What else? Wednesday I had a telephone call from the MS nurse because Hannah had been speaking to her about the way I've been feeling, numb, tingling all over my body, and non-cooperative left leg, should we say. And as I've mentioned in other videos, thankfully the car is an automatic, so I don't have to use that leg. I think I'd struggle with a manual. But she referred me to the MS nurse and took some extra bloods. The MS nurse phoned me on Wednesday with some good news and some bad news. The good news was the blood tests came back that I don't have an infection like a UTI or anything like that, so that was good. The downside of it is she's had a look at my scans I had a couple of weeks ago, MRI scans, and they are showing new lesions on the right side of my brain and also the spinal cord as well. And I can't remember the name of it, but there's a bit of the brain that is also showing scarring, and that's where the nerves connect to the brain itself. So I've been referred to the Relapse clinic, which I've got to go to next Wednesday. I'm trying to put a positive spin on it at the moment, because for those who do know me, I'm quite open about having MS, but I'm also quite determined that I'm going to try and do my own thing. Even if I have to struggle to do it, I still want to do it. I don't want to be reliant on people. It was bad enough having to have two of my friends come around and help set my satellite transceiver up, which although it was nice of them to do that for me, was rather embarrassing and annoying because it wasn't me doing it. So I've been referred to the MS Relapse clinic on Wednesday with strict instructions from the MS nurse. I can't remember, I think it was Sam that I spoke to there. I've had instructions that I have to be very honest, very open to my doctor, and let him know exactly how I feel, all the problems I'm having. Still got a little bit of constipations, which swings from 2 or 3 days of constipation to suddenly having to go, and then that goes for a couple of hours, then clears up, and I'm back onto constipation again. But yeah, the nurse was also saying that the part of the brain that has been changed from my last scan in 2019 does or could potentially impact on that body function, and because the right side of the brain is affected, it could be why my left side of my body is just stupid at times. My left arm works, which is good really, because I can do this with a coffee. That's I would say a fresh batch of beans in there, because that is really quite good, strong tasting coffee. Just on a off the topic here, been watching some videos of a coffee expert. He was describing taste versus strength, and what we've referred to as strong coffee is more of a strong coffee flavor rather than the amount of caffeine in it. And if my I can't remember the lady's name, it's going back some years ago, must have been 2010 I think it was, I got taken to a A&E with irregular heartbeat, and I remember the terrified and angry look of the casualty nurse when she casually asked me, how much coffee do I drink? 3-4 cups a day. And I had to be very honest and say 13, 14, 15 cups a day. And she was not too impressed with that. Needless to say, I've cut back a lot. I probably have no more than, let me think, today I've had 1, 2, 3, this is my 4th cup of coffee a day, which is probably the most I've been drinking. I usually average 2 cups of coffee a day. Anyway, going back to the nurse and the consultant in the relapse clinic, I've got to go back and discuss, as I said, everything with them. Absolutely everything, because there are a few things that I've been kind of avoiding telling them. Yeah, it's just, don't know. I've got my reasons, but I just need to put those aside and be very honest about how my left leg's working, how I'm coping with the MS at the moment, which is, I'm hoping good, but I don't know. There's it's been getting worse. I can feel it getting worse, and over these last couple of years, it's really has changed the mobility side of things, my balance. I would love to get a t-shirt printed that says I am a professional wall hugger, as I'm always touching the wall, just to reassure my brain that it's the right way up and it's balanced. If I don't, I can kind of walk a few, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 steps. That's it. Before brain starts going, now you're going to fall over. I have some feeling that might be my imagination. It might be, probably imagination. But I've got a feeling I'm starting to move over to secondary progressive MS, because the walking has been getting worse slowly and it hasn't been sort of coming and going like it used to. This is just slowly degrading. I suppose that's one thing I may speak to the consultant about and see what his views are on it. But thankfully I can still work. Even if I'm at home, I can still work, which is great. Makes the days go past really quick, makes the week go past really quick. What else is in the news? I've got to go to the dental hospital again. When was it? Somewhere around the 20th of April, for a consultation with the dentist to find out if or what they want to do about this piece of tooth, or a root of a tooth that got left behind when I had an extraction. It's not causing me any pain, bother, nothing. And I think they want to talk to me if I want to take it out, or maybe even leave it in there. I don't know. We'll see what they say on the 20th. As I said, I had to go for the dentist today for an MOT. It's the first time I've been for a routine checkup in 2 years. New dentist, really quite a sweet lady. I think she said she was Greek, and really polite, really gentle, and you could hardly feel any of the sort of poking and prodding they were doing. It was just really weird feeling. Maybe it's just my MS has just made my mouth all non-feeling, I don't know. But I had an MOT, as they call it, and a bit of a polish, and free to go. The good news is my teeth are in a reasonable state. There's nothing sort of falling out or cracked, damaged, missing, broken, going to cause me pain both in the mouth and in the wallet. But that was okay. So I guess my next one is in 6 months' time. The country's starting to open back up again. My personal feeling is a little bit too quick, because COVID cases have been rising. They seem to have started to level out now, but a lot of that's because we're all intermingling and meeting people, and it's not compulsory to wear a face mask, it's not compulsory to keep distances. It's the government, we trust the people to do the right thing. And I was like, you're talking to the public, they will just do what they want to and ignore you. But the numbers are coming down, but I'm still careful. I still keep my distance from people. I still wear a face mask. I still test myself. This last week I said I've been testing almost daily, but generally I'll test a couple of times a week. While my tests, I've still got a few test strips left. Again, something else the government have done is scrap the freebies on that. They've now got to pay for them, and they're really eye-watering costs for a pack now. But as I said, I do test myself at least once a week at the moment, just to make sure I'm not carrying anything before I go to work. The guys in the office are doing the same thing, so we're hopefully controlling it well. I signed up for... put the camera back down again. I'm disappearing off the top of the screen. I've also signed up for having some solar panels and a battery fitted to my house, just to try and take the edge off of these rising costs. I know it's a real big expense to get them done, but the savings, the payback has come down from 25 years for a panel to pay for itself. The quote I had originally was 8 years, but I've worked with the engineer, and we've managed to squeeze another 2 panels in, which drops the repay time now, with especially the cost of energy in this country. It's dropped down to 6 years before the panels are paid for themselves. So progressing with that at the moment. Again, the car is a hybrid, so it runs on petrol and electric. It's on electric at the moment, and I've got the engine running just to keep the lights on, as it were, in the car. It's great fun. It goes a long way. It gets me to and from work on electric, which is saving quite a lot of petrol money. Even charging the car up is cheaper than actually putting petrol and driving the mileage to and from work. So, and it's also a nice drive. It's quiet, really quiet. And there's a couple of times where I've been driving down a country lane on the way to work, and come across a couple of pedestrians that are walking alongside the road, and they haven't heard me at all. So I've had to sort of beat the horn, just letting them know I'm there, sort of thing. What else? What else has been happening in my life of woe? I mentioned my colleague's on holiday in I can't remember where she's gone. It's one of the islands, it's one of the Canary Islands. I can't remember which one it is she's gone to. My good lady and I are off on holiday to South Wales for a couple of days. It's not that long. It's first time we've been away. I've been away since 2016. So that's a mixed feelings on that one. I'm a bit worried that I may get caught short somewhere, needing the lav or something. Also, I just need to get away and just recharge my battery, change the scenery and things. For the last 2.5 years with the COVID thing, I've been literally nowhere. I'll tell a lie, no. I've been to the hospital a few times, and I've been to our radio club a few times, probably this year twice. In previous years I used to go every Friday, but at the moment work has also caused me not to go. But yeah, see, I'm just rambling on about stuff again. This is complete. If you've been watching my videos or anything like that, hope you don't mind, but they're completely unscripted and just me generally waffling about things, and in this case drinking coffee. So what else? On a big drive at home at the moment to cut our electric consumption. All of the lightings as of last weekend are now fully LED. It was quite funny. I had to change 2 lights under the cabinet in the kitchen, and that would have in the past probably taken me no more than about 20 minutes. On Saturday that took me 3 hours. Yeah, that was a lot of it was had to change the electrical cables around because the kitchen fitter had made a complete mess of how they've done the electrics, and not the way that I'd worked with them to plan out to get it all fitted in. When we had the kitchen fitted 10 years ago now, a long time ago, I was quite able to do stuff and to do all the cable routing and everything for all the sockets where they have to go and things. But the kitchen fitter decided that where the cable came out of the wall, it's too much effort to put the junction box covers on in the right place and make it accessible. He just tiled straight over the thing of it and just left a wire hanging out, which was a bit of a nightmare. But that's done, so I can officially say now all of my lighting in my house is LED. I used to have professional office business grade network equipment because I was using it for like a bit of a lab thing as well. Don't want to get rid of it because I'd still want to do my thing called a CCNA qualification for networking, which in itself is a bit of a challenge with my memory. But no, I had to take that all offline and replace it with some new low energy networking equipment. The big difference is in the office where this stuff is based. There used to be what sounded like a PC running all the time, with this sort of little fan running. But now with the new equipment, there's no fans in it at all, and it is deadly silent. It's just really spooky. That's the first night that was up and running in my house. I got up in the middle of the night to go and do middle of the night things, and panicked because I thought the network had gone off, and it wasn't. It was just this new equipment. I forgot I changed it. Downside of the MS, of course, is memory. Forget things so easily, which is one of the things that's making me struggle for doing my CCNA. I am studying for it. I just need to just deal with it and get on with it and just get the qualification and done. But it's just trying to remember stuff. It sort of goes in for about 24 hours maybe, and then it's gone. I've been speaking to a friend of mine who I used to work with, and he is a network engineer, and I've asked him if he could do some mentoring for me. And on the plus side, it is in a coffee shop where you said we'll meet up and have a chat and do stuff. So yeah, I'll be happy with the coffee side of things, and maybe it'll actually sink in and stay there with the coffee. Who knows? But it does bloody annoy me that I can't remember stuff long time. I even did a memory course as part of an experiment with a I can't remember which university it was. No, I can't remember which university it was now. They did a study into memory loss and how to cope with it and things. No disrespect to the course, if you were struggling like some of us to remember how to get back to your car, where did you park it, how to get somewhere, it's really good on that kind of thing, because it taught you how to turn events into stories and how to read back that story so you can remember through visual prompts and things. But I said to the lady that was teaching, I said to her, I'm trying to revise for an exam because I can't remember stuff. And yeah, the course wasn't really designed for that side of kind of technical exam revision stuff, but still drinking coffee is terrible. Alright, that is now finished, and I can tell you for a fact that I've now got something like 40 minutes before I need to be home, because it will go straight through. I do know everybody's screaming at me at the moment that coffee is a bladder stimulus, which it is, but I'm trying to cope with it. It's weird. Some days I can go for 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 hours without having to go to the toilet. Other times I've got to go every 15-20 minutes. It's a really weird thing. Don't help myself, I know, with that one, so apologies if you're screaming at me. Coffee is bad for you. Yes, I do agree, but as a legal drug, I'm kind of addicted to it, unfortunately. So for now, I wish you a good evening. Please stay safe and well, and hopefully not too long I'll speak to you all again for another weird rant chat thing from some location. Maybe the car, maybe the radio site, may actually be at home again. You know, we'll see. Catch you later. Bye bye.